Oops. Totally didn't mean to do that. But hi! I totally, right. That was I mean, odds are, you guys didn't see it, but that was a bit of a disaster to start the stream. Instead of doing my start soon screen, I accidentally just flashed the menu screen here for a second, and then I accidentally started playing music over the music on the start and soon screen, so that's great. I'm really good at what I do, you see. I'm a professional. Sounds working? Yeah. Okay. Hello. We're doing trains. We're doing trains and stuff. I checked, and it's been 2 weeks since the last stream, which it feels like it's been 3 days. It's bad. But Thursdays are like just because of life, a great day for me to stream, so mostly on Thursdays. So we're back, and it's been like 2 weeks because I missed last Thursday, right? But I've played a lot. For the record, I didn't see it. Thank God. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I know you're in the Discord, but I don't know if I've ever seen you in a stream. So welcome to the first stream, question mark, perhaps? And obviously, T, I know you. Yeah, I've done a lot of work. We've got the train track quite far. But I got this guy here because I wanted to... Oh no, is that gonna... I think I've got to get in and drive forward ASAP. There we go. Okay. So this is the length of the train we're going to have on this track. And not this bit. This is just to get our speed up, obviously. I'll show you what I've built because it's actually quite a lot. So we've got this little bit of track. Obviously the stuff underneath. I haven't done the supports yet. I've got to get rid of those trees. But it's all pretty smooth. Some bits are done, some bits are not. Like there's a little pretty sharp bend, so I've got like some extra supports on the right side to reinforce it. This bit of track here obviously has some supports on it. This bit of the coloured foundations does not have some support on it. Now we've got the train station, which I haven't done anything with yet. I need to bring all the resources in. We've got more supports, and then going over this big water bit, we've got a larger kind of bridge. It is just a bridge. I don't know why I said kinda. And then we got this section with like some foundations. There's another sharp bend, so we've got more of those reinforced bits on the outside. We've got these cool like cables on that bit. I don't know why exactly. This bit goes over the water, so we've got like a walkway below it for like track maintenance. I don't know. And then we've got this big old incline again with like the power lines on the sides. It's supposed to act as like carbon fiber cables, so like if it flew off the track it wouldn't fly all the way down, it just smack into the cables and stay on the top level is the idea. And we go through the tower, and then we've got a humongous bridge. It's huge, it's ridiculously huge. Of course we've got those cables on the side again. I did some cool tricks to make this super smooth. I'll see if I can maybe show you how to do that, or else I'll just forget. Then we go down, then we got more of these standard kind of supports, and then we've got another decline with more of the things, and then I've got a big ass roundabout. I've never built a roundabout before. It might not really work, and this train actually isn't going to be using it. Yep, I saw that coming. Grab it, I did it. So yeah, I've never built a roundabout before. The trains that are going from the aluminium and plastic to here, they are using it. Are they working? They're probably broken because this train's here. So yeah, those are connected onto the roundabout. Obviously, there's only 2 trains, so they don't actually really use it yet. But I don't know how you build a roundabout, but I feel like logically this should work. It should be able to come in from either 2 tracks. We're going to try to keep it to like a left and a right hand side on every track. So it should be able to come in from either side and then leave on either side. Because all the you know? All the I'm not going to be decorating this in the video that this is all contributing to. We're going to save it for when I really overhaul a lot of the tracks and build like a world train railway system. So yeah, this one just connects up to the outside of it, mainly just so the power can be connected, and then it just continues around on its own track, which will be off to the side of the 2 main tracks, because this is the only train that's going to be on this loop, because it's the only one going around the islands. And yeah, that's all the train stuff I've done so far in 2 weeks-ish. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It takes a lot of just slightly changing the angles and the positioning of your rails and just trying to make it all super smooth. It's a lot of kind of tedious work, but I think I've done a pretty good job. Because I'm trying to work it into the train as much as I can. Like, not so much in this area, I guess, but down on the other side, we're going to go back that way. Like, there's some bits where you go between 2 big rocks or underneath a tree, and the track needs to be in a very specific place to make that work. And yeah, it's just difficult to get it to work and be smooth. Is that? No, it's not. I thought that foundation was the wrong material. Bean! So yeah, that's my big little yap. Big little yap. See this bit? Okay, nothing intersects with any of the rocks or the trees, and I think that's so cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing trees? We're not going to be doing trees. Is there a way, does anyone know this, to replant, like, trees in Satisfactory? Because I think once they've been destroyed, then they're just gone. Which is why I'm trying to avoid demolishing any. I've definitely had to destroy some, but, you know. But yeah, does anyone know, is there a way to replant trees? I don't think there is. There is not. That stinks. That actually does suck. Like, these guys are going to have to go. And I could avoid it, but it'd be super janky. I forgot I did this. So yeah, I want to avoid breaking them, because who knows, eventually I might not be using this track, and I might want to get rid of it and put something else there, and then I want the trees back, but I can't put the trees back. I'm going to get rid of you, because I think you're breaking the stuff. Looking and listening, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, I marked out, especially in this area, it was really difficult to get the track through. I marked out like some routes that the track could take, but I chose just to go over the water, because that means I don't have to climb. And the timing of this train, even as it is now, might be too slow. So, like, I mean, there's solutions to that, but I'd rather like try to keep the track flat so the train can just maintain its full speed, because it slows down when it goes up, but then it speeds up when it goes down, so maybe it evens out and I just don't know it. But bleh. Yeah, we're doing trains and stuff. Choo choo. Trains and stuff. Right, I didn't read chat at all while I was having that big long yappa yap Haven't been to a stream yet? I don't think so either. But yeah, welcome. Oh, the roundabout broke your brain? Yeah, I don't have signaling set up yet. That's what I mean, how I'm not going to decorate it or really even make it functional. I just needed to put it there because the track goes along here. The roundabout circles around this. So I needed the roundabout in place so that I could connect this to the roundabout. But then everything else, like there's not enough trains to even need signals yet. So we don't have any. I have no idea how I'm going to tackle that. I had a hard enough time trying to get 2 trains to use 1 track, these 2. So I had to build like offshoots, and then this train could sit to the side so the other one can go past, and once it's past, this one can go. It's very inefficient, but it does work. Yeah, the train signals really confuse me. So I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, I think my plan was to not actually touch any of the railways, unless we somehow decorate all of them. My plan is just to decorate, because placing the railways, as I said, is super tedious. I do like that. Like, that kind of headcanon explanation for not being able to replant totally makes sense. It's not a huge fan of it, like actual gameplay, but it's really not a big deal. But like, especially because they've added so many, or they've changed so many things so you can destroy them now, like these big things. I think you didn't used to be able to destroy them. Oh, the ship looks so cool. Or like the big balloon things that are here that are like tied down to the ground. You didn't used to be able to destroy those, but now you can. So these are huge like bits of terrain that you can't put back. Like, I had to destroy a really big one of these to fit the roundabout around this, and I think it's worth it. But it would have been, it'd be nice to know that I could remove the roundabout and replant that, or put it back there. Would be cool. Visual is 1.1 did add visualization to the singles. I don't know what that means. It's probably referring to something I just said, and then I forgot. I guess we'll start here then. I think I can't decide. We have like those extra supports that I showed you over there for when there's a really tight bend. Does this look tight enough? Like, does this look like a train going full speed would need some extra supports to support it on the right side? Apart from these, I think it probably would. Maybe I just do less. So there's like, yeah, 1 for every 2 foundations, because it's a much wider curve. That makes sense, actually. That makes total sense. Sure. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Also, I know this is not a new feature anymore, but vertical nudge and infinite nudge, insane how useful they are. I'm not going to go over till, oh, I can see it. This whole tower would have been so much more tedious to do. Probably some bits would have been literally impossible, but with nudge, so much easier. I still need to change the top, but that is way too flat. I'm kind of focusing on getting... Actually, maybe that's kind of a stupid thing that I'm doing. I was going to say I'm focusing on getting the track finalized so I can get the train running around it and then start producing stuff here, which I guess kind of makes sense. But then I still don't have any of the connection to the second tower, so it won't actually test if things work. Because we'll be producing loads of rocket fuel, obviously way more than the 1 tower uses, because I'm only using half of it, because we've only got the 1 of the 2 towers. So, I don't know. We'll see. Does that make sense? Oh, the signals. Ah, that makes sense. Making the pattern blocks visible, like. Oh, I don't even know what the. What is it? See, when I get to doing this stuff, I'm gonna have to watch tutorials because I don't even get the difference between these two things. So these create the blocks. I've used those. But rather than occupying the entire block, trains can reserve a specific path through it and will only enter the block if their path allows them to fully pass through. Okay. Sure. I do think I understand that. I don't know why I'm placing these. I really like, I mean, it's the only way they can do it, but the color the blocks, the color blocks, like as a logic to understand the trains is so cool to me. Anyway, I want the music up a bit. Still considering moving to Twitch so I can listen to copyrighted music. Honestly, that would probably really encourage me to stream more consistently. Because sometimes I'll want to work on Satisfactory stuff, but I'll either like be wanting to do it on stream, but I will be wanting to listen to copyrighted music and just, you know, enjoy that. But you still can't on Twitch? Yeah, you can. I think you just can't keep it in VODs. You definitely can listen to copyrighted music on Twitch. I think there's something like with your audio channels on OBS is what helps, what allows you to like do that. Yeah, so the VOD can get muted or deleted. That's fine. If you have it on a certain track that isn't in the VOD. I'm fine with that. Bradley, whoa, that's my name. Crazy, you stole my name. Welcome to the stream. Are we using metal or concrete? Also, let's be realistic, especially for my streams. Who is going back and watching them? Literally no one. We're using metal. I don't know if I'm using metal over there though. I also, just to yap a bit, if you were here 2 weeks ago, which I don't think anyone in chat currently was, for the last stream, I talked about how I'm like looking for a regular job just because I don't want to be doing YouTube stuff like permanently now. I applied to like 5 jobs yesterday, all shitty little jobs, but they will earn me money and put me outside of the house, which is kind of why I'm doing it. Oh shit, I went too far. That means I'd have less time to work on YouTube stuff, which means I'd probably try to get more into streaming. These are concrete, these are metal? Crazy! What are you doing, Brad? The look does look better though. Are these unpainted? No. Carbon steel, carbon steel. Okay. I gotta change some things then. I don't think you can do that on YouTube. Dude, if you can listen, I don't think you can. But maybe you could totally be right. I need to look into that. If you can... Oh my god, you might be right. I don't know why I've never put any thought into it just because I thought the answer was no. But maybe you can do that on YouTube. And again, I'm fine with that. No one's coming to rewatch, especially my Satisfactory streams. I guess I just thought I used metal on that. That's weird. Especially in this Satisfactory save, though. My PC struggles. It struggles, like, especially just to... Okay, I worded that in a terrible way. Streaming and recording and playing, which is what I'm doing right now. My PC does really struggle, and that puts me off streaming Satisfactory a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can or not either, but that's a good idea. I don't know if we, in the UK, really... Maybe you're in the UK. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Do we have temp agencies in the UK? I feel like no, but maybe I just haven't heard of them. That feels like a very American thing to me, but I don't know. Joe, shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Actually, disrespectfully. Shut the fuck up! But hi, welcome. You can leave. What was I? Oh yeah. So kind of you. Maybe the first time you've ever come into one of my streams. You know, I wish it stayed that way. 1, 2, 3, down. 4, down. Okay, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Oops. How are you doing, Joe? Oh, you came to one before? That's probably what put me off streaming last time. Did you, you were in Ava's streams playing Satisfactory, right? A few months ago or whatever? Was that last year? Maybe. Can I just, I think I might be better. I think I'm gonna... Also, you know what I've been really wanting to do? I've really been wanting to start like a Minecraft server with just some friends and streamers and stuff. But the issue is I find it so hard to be motivated to do that when I know that people will just stop playing, which is totally natural, but I'd love to have just like a permanent server with like, I don't know, 20-ish people and just build and hang out and be like, yeah, that's what it'd be like, you know? You'd just be like, yeah. And it sounds fun, and I really want to do it. Before I left for Greece, I was going to do, I think, a Cobblemon server. I wouldn't, not as like a permanent thing, but I wanted it to be like available to other people. And then while I was in Greece, Ruby literally did that, which I find really funny. I know I wanted to have like the create mod and stuff. If you guys don't play Minecraft, I'll keep up with Minecraft mods. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, which is fine. But I really would just want a big, cool Minecraft server to play with my friends. that doesn't end after a month, you know? And, you know, I get the urge to do that, and I might do it, but then I'm like, well, but am I even going to have time to play on it myself? And it's like, realistically, no. Not really. Not if I'm still doing Satisfactory and stuff, because that takes, like, all my big project time. You know, there's two kinds of YouTube projects. There's, fuck me, this is a single-player game, and I'm putting so much time into this ridiculous-sized video, and then there's fun time playing with friends videos, like Raft, or 10 times speed Minecraft, or the Peak video that I'm working on. And this is kind of taking up all my holy nutsacks. That's taking a long time. Very American, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel like they are just a US thing, but I don't know. Home working. Wow. 20, that's a lot. Is that something I said? I really need to do a better job at chat. Or just remembering things I say. But I'm not gonna. 20 watts. 20 watts is a lot. What did I say? Oh, I didn't think... Well, that makes sense, actually. That's fine. Oh yeah, and, like, again. With the this is taking up my... Holy nuts, that takes a long time. I have like so many plans for this save, and I really don't want to abandon any of them. You guys don't even know about most of the plans, so I could totally just not do them. But I have the ideas, and I want to do them. Sometimes. Holy balls, he's back. He sure is. He sure is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. Create does take brain power. If I was to play Create, it would be very like, you know, I wouldn't be building big factories. I just think it's a cool kind of Minecrafty vibe mod that would allow some stuff that people don't really want to do to be automated, you know? Like, you could imagine with Cobblemon and Create, you can build a Pokeball factory and you can just mass produce Pokeballs. I think that sounds awesome to me. Mr. E Plays, hello, welcome to the stream. Perfect watch between classes material. This is perfect listen to while doing something completely different content. That's... What is the best way for me to connect these? Actually, this might be a good way to show you how I did the bridge. So I kind of did something like this. It was a bit different because well, actually, this might not work. That's not in the middle. So we'll go from like here to here, question mark. And then you can snap to that, and then you've got the angle between the two things. Which doesn't really work here. What if I went from the outside of the foundations? That might be my problem. Maybe I did that last time. I don't know. See, it might seem like I know what I'm doing when I play this game. I don't. I just fuck around with stuff until it kind of works. And that doesn't. Womp womp. Do I care? Yeah. Yeah, a Pokeball Factory is a fun idea. I agree. I agree. And you know what? It might get people on my channel to actually watch. Because everyone's here for Satisfactory. So it might kind of bridge the gap. Which is something I've thought about if I did like a create series secretly with Cobblemon in the background. I title the first episode, "It's Satisfactory in Minecraft," and then people might actually watch and then be like, Pokemon. Or they might be like, Pokemon! And then they leave. I have a million ideas and no time to work on any of them. That ain't gonna work. Nah. Okay, that idea's a bust. I don't know how I'd have to, and I'm really trying to not do this. I'd have to invent like a whole new support foundation mix to do this. Wait, no, I don't. What the fuck am I doing, guys? This is embarrassing. This is. Oops. Because I'm complaining that I can't get the curve right. Literally, this is it. Literally, it's how I built it. That's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Maybe this one we keep like very similar to the tighter bend. How about it? Nah. Never mind. I thought the tight bend had the cables, but it doesn't. It was going to at one point, and it was just too annoying to do. Also, when you zoom in this biome, your hands get super mega wobbly, and I find that really funny. 20 players on a Minecraft server would be a lot, but then you've got to remember, a lot of people, well, everyone I know is like part-time. You know, they just do it for fun, so not everyone has a ton of time, so the more people, the better. Guarantee you half those people would leave after 2 weeks. I hear for Brad, that is great grammar. Well, that's very nice. I'm guessing you found me through the Satisfactory videos. I remember I'm pretty sure you joined the Discord like shortly after the Battery Factory video. Oh, there's a rock in the way. That one? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Who knows? Just a hater, I'd be here regardless. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. What up, T? It's going good. This line is for the components of rocket fuel. So this train is going to be carrying sulfur, coal, crude oil, and nitrogen gas. Over to our tower, you can see where the train goes in there. And all the production for the rocket fuel's down there, and then it goes to our fuel generators in the tower. So hopefully the fuel towers will finally work. Probably not, but hopefully. What needs, like, adding to this? The barriers? That's kind of it. That's kind of it. And then I'll do a couple metal pillars where the bend starts. Is the train gonna fit through that? Nope, that's gonna clip. How do I have it? It doesn't clip over there. Why doesn't it? Why does that work? That's also one foundation wide. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? I guess that's not quite in the middle because I brought it from over there. I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever, we're just not going to do them. You joined after the mega ship, but you also enjoyed the Stranded Deep series and the Super Speed Phantoms? Oh my god. And Roka, you've actually watched my content that's not Satisfactory? That's wild. You may be the only one. Oh, dude, don't say that. It might clip over there. I've got to go check. Don't do this to me, game. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I like everything I've made, it's close. Everything I've made, I've tried to check that the train won't clip with it. A lot of them are very close. Oh, it's more than one foundation wide. Oh, it's more than one foundation wide. Okay, fine. I'm not changing it. It's gonna be one foundation wide. We're just not gonna have these. I don't need them. I don't need them. We're in a whole different section of the track here. This is a change. This or that maybe. We're not gonna do those afterwards. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, this track. I've been working on this fucking train for like 3 weeks. Why are you slightly out? I don't get why I've done that. It isn't a problem, but... Oh, it's because I placed those foundations first, then curved them. And then... No, but that doesn't make fucking sense. What have I done that for? Why? What have I done that for? I think that was an accident. You could get out here. You are not needed. This isn't going to be a difficult fix. It might be a little bit. Why have I done that? Like, legit, why? Oops. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I really do not know how I managed that. There's maybe a reason, and I may be gonna regret my life choices in changing it here, but I don't know, whatever. I missed one. Fluid? Yes. And the freight could come from either side, it doesn't matter. How? What the frick? I don't get it. How have I also just lost space? I'm gonna have to rebuild these little bits, but that doesn't take long at all. What the frick? There's a catwalk there? Okay. Solved, kinda. Yeah, it's solved. It's solved. It's fine. The biggest thing in Satisfactory is half a reactor tower for a power plant. Oh, yeah, the biggest thing you've made? Yeah. Oh, you said my biggest thing, not the biggest thing, like your biggest thing. Yeah, I have a bit of a problem with saying my ambitions way too high. Yeah. But it works. Class time, BRB in about an hour. Have fun in class. Okay. 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 Sure. I don't know if I really want one there, but we'll see. Like, I don't know if I've, like, revealed this or not. I can never remember. But the reason I'm trying to make sure this factory definitely works before I start working on the next big proper project is because I need reliable power and a lot of it to start my nuclear power plant, which is gonna have an insane amount. Actually, do I have the plans here somewhere? I thought I did. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I certainly hope you can't, because that would dox me. Yes. So we should be producing... yeah, we should produce... Holy shit, I forgot. I planned this out at the start of the year after the battery factory video. Oh man, this is a way bigger project than I thought even. I should be, with my nuclear plant, and this may not turn out to be possible, so it could change. I should be producing 1,125,000 megawatts of power. With what I've got planned on that Excel document I was just looking at. Which is a great title for a video. But it's going to be painful for me to build. A gigawatt, that's right. Or is it, that's a terawatt, right? Over a million? I certainly hope so. Something like that. Either way. I didn't put steel on this bit. I think I wanted to. Oh, I have steel on this bit, which is probably why I didn't do it on this bit. It's fine. No steel needed. Oh, but... Oh, these are painted. Well, that's why I had to have... No, these are also painted. What the frick? What the frick? And those are chrome. I think painting foundations? Crazy. But... would kind of look better here, I think. Sure. Why not? Why not? We can do whatever we want. That's the truth. Barriers. Barrier? I hardly know her. Why are you like this? No, that's fine. You know, another benefit of streaming on Twitch is that I could make a hydrate redeem. Because I consistently don't drink during streams and it's really bad. hydrate or dehydrate. You're so right. You couldn't be more right. If you don't hydrate, you will dehydrate. Breakfast. Lovely. And T, if you're still here, you'll be proud of me for this. I ate before this stream. Crazy. I actually, you know, I was ready to stream. I had everything set. And then I was like, oh, but it's 3 p.m. I should probably have lunch. And I nearly didn't. But I decided that I would. And that was the whole story. But now, for the first time ever, I'm not hungry during a stream. The reason I often don't is because my will to stream is so weak, and most of the time if I leave to have lunch before stream, when I get back, I don't want to stream anymore. If I get the urge to stream, I just gotta go. I just gotta do it. Cool. So I guess in theory, this bit's kind of done. Ish. Could be done, but I could also add some stuff. So if I go half and half from the corner there, half, half, will you click? Nope. Unless that bit moves out when it goes forward, which I think it does. Not backwards, nerd. No, it doesn't. Chillin'. Yeah, I feel like this section does need more though. I don't like that. Two and a half down. I don't listen to this album enough. It's the Planet Zoo Sounds of Summer tracks, and it's such a vibe. Had a little idea. Wait, I wouldn't need to do that. What am I doing? Just wondering if this might provide a little bit of visual interest. I don't know. I could probably do something like that and make it more detailed, but I think it's not going to add enough to be worth the time. And honestly, it's just going to increase the number of pieces I have in my save, which is probably not good. My performance won't be happy about that, so we'll leave it like this. And then, how do I do the ends of these sections? I think I get rid of that. Turn the music back down a bit. And just, oops. Smack those on. Carbon steel. And we chrome? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a boring part of the track. Kind of boring. But maybe that's okay. Again, like I'm not gonna, like this is where I need to get smarter in my general life. Is I could spend another 2 hours making this part look more interesting, but once this is built, I am never gonna step foot here again. So why would I do that? Also, I want to, on this station, I want to make it look thematically kind of like the stuff we have up there. To kind of, you know, a bit of synergy. A bit of synergy in my world. So just to kind of remind myself, I'm going to dye those. Okay, next section. How long did that take with all my yapping? An hour. Great. Yeah, cool. Yeah, totally makes sense. Maybe more like 45, but still. Ouch. The next section, if I'm maintaining my rail logic, would be a big pain. I'm just gonna ignore that though. I could go for like full foundations on the straightaway. Yeah. Actually, I think that does make sense. It's annoying when rails are on ramps or stairs and stuff. Sometimes you can't just copy them. Like you can't pick the item like these, you know. I feel like that's maybe a little bit of a glitch at the moment. So we can do, I don't know if I'll want that one in the end, but we can just do our regular super simple supports on this little stretch. And then we'll go into the bridge. Like the flat bridge. But again, I could fly over and show you what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to build it instead. Oh, that does kind of... I don't think that's a problem. It kind of blocks off the entire stairs, which I guess I didn't realize, but I think it's fine. I don't really care about the logic of being able to walk up here. These are sometimes quite annoying to snap. Easy. This is why we do these supports. So easy to build, so few pieces being used. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I think I do actually want to fly over and show what we're going to be doing here, because I want to keep the same shape, but I don't remember. Or I want to keep the same measurements, but I don't remember. Thinking again about the listening to copyrighted music thing, if you can also do that on YouTube the same way you can on Twitch. I think that's weird that I've done it like that. It's fine, but kind of weird. Now, yeah, it is better. Also, if that like doesn't work or stops working one day and I don't get the memo and my channel gets shut down because of it, that's so much riskier than if I was to get my Twitch channel banned. Like, if this YouTube channel was to get banned, I would literally mourn. I would cry for days. The amount of time I've put into it. So I don't know if I'd want to risk that either way. Anyway, I realize that's going back to a conversation from ages ago. So, underneath the tracks we have 1 meter, foundations, and then it's a... Is it? Oh, it's a weird shape. Oh no, I don't think it is. I think it... kind of like that, or is it? Yes. Okay, so it is a 1 foundation gap. So 1 meter, 1 foundation between the inverted things, and then a full foundation between those. That is way simpler than I remembered it being. That's why I checked. Also, I changed the button for my inventory to my thumb mouse button, which, by the way, if you don't, if you play games on PC and you don't have a mouse that has thumb mouse buttons, get one. The mouse that I'm using now only has 2. When I was really into Ark, I had one that had like 6, and it was so useful. But now it means I can sprint, because usually I'd have to, when it was tab, I'd have to move my finger over to press it, and I'd have to stop sprinting, but now I can do it all at once, and it's great. So, I don't know how long this section of track is. We'll figure it out, I guess. I might have to make some adjustments to the design, because I didn't actually think about that when I was thinking about how I'm going to approach this section, or whatever. What? How have I done it all to one side here? How have I done that? I think I just assumed this foundation was in the middle when I looked at it. So, yeah, 1 meter thingy. We'll make this asphalt though, from the get-go. Maybe I should push this one a little bit back. It's annoying, but it'll make a difference. Yeah, that's more like it. Where's the railings? This isn't even in the middle, is it? It's not. Okay, start again. For like the 10th time. Easy fix. Bloop. Sure, whatever. You can go there. And that should be in the middle, and it should be facing the right way. That's way further out than I wanted it to be. Like that-ish. That'll do. It's good enough. Okay, they both kind of clip, which I don't usually like, but I don't care anymore. I'm getting a phone call. 1 second, chat. Yahoo. Successful phone call. Honestly, once we get to this next section, I'm not sure what design I want to go for. I think I'm just gonna have to go for the super simple one we used over there. Like, it's a little bit bendy-wendy, but that's the only way. Maybe I can make it less bendy-wendy. Maybe I can. I had an idea, like that dude from the Croods. That one. You know what I'm talking about, sure. Because I'm going to have to destroy these trees anyway, which I think is the reason why I didn't think to do this before, is that I wanted to keep the trees, but that's not possible. So a little bit of that. And then maybe I don't even have to bend it at all, coming through here. I might. Oh, it's really awkward, the hover pack grabbing power off the railways. It's not well implemented. Get rid of some of those. The nice thing about the catwalks that I didn't know is you have so much more freedom with where you can place them. On a foundation, you got all these little snap points. but you have the full freedom like you do on the floor on catwalks. So discovering that was huge in trying to make my trains all smooth. Yeah, I don't really care about this exact bend, but I mean it's smoother, I think. But then it does kind of go back to the right, and it annoys me a little bit. It does. I don't have much choice though. Mainly because of this little asshole. This little thing. It's not destroyable, right? Do I have an obelisk? No. An obelisk? Nope. Can I craft an obelisk? Probably not. I doubt I have black powder or whatever you need on me. I do. I'm amazing. Wait, am I? Oh, never mind. I just filled up my storage, whatever it is, with some, I guess. I'm a little worried if I'm gonna blow something else up here, but I don't think so. And I'm pretty sure this is not. Nah. Okay. Well, you know, we tried. I'm just running this below so I don't lose jetpack power every time I destroy a rail. So we cut from here. Could I curve it slightly less? I don't know. What the hell? That was weird. I didn't think the game would allow me to do that. That's looking pretty straight down the middle. The middle of these two things. I did say I wouldn't be doing any rail placing tomfoolery. See, that clips! It's so close! Ugh. Let's just try it again. Let's give that a go. I think I'm just going to do this a few times, and if I can't get it right, then... I think this won't. Okay, that doesn't go through it, which is good. But this is going to run right into that, which means I'd need a super sharp turn, which obviously I don't want. Ugh. Did that snap anyway? No, but I really don't want this turn. I think I don't have much of a choice. I think it's gonna need to go right here and then a little bit left there, and I really don't like it, but I think it's just gonna have to be. That's not bad, though. Or is it? Is it bad? Is it the worst thing ever? It might be. I feel like this is doable, though. I feel like it's possible to get the right angle to where I just missed this and I just missed that without turning. Let's get rid of these foundations. They're kind of in the way. And you, I guess. I mean, there might be a super subtle bend. Oh my god. Is it clipping? No, the light! The light that sticks out the side. I don't like the angle anyway. I wish there was a... Oh shit, you can hold control? Oh, this actually... I didn't know you could do that. It's given me an idea. Again, like the guy from the Croods. What the fuck? Can I do that somehow? No, I think it just completely broke the placement. That's weird, though. I guarantee you could use this to glitch something out. What the frick? Can you just shrink it? Bloop, 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 bloop. That is really weird. Vertical trains, though, would go crazy. That feels like another... Like, that should be another milestone unlock or something. Like where you can make vertical rail tracks, so you can have it go and then and climb up a vertical mountain. That would be kind of awesome. Like Sam-powered trains or some bullshit. I don't know. Sounds kind of cool. You come here. I need power. I know that's not right, but... Okay, yeah, that clips anyway. Wait, see... This is, as I said 10 minutes ago, something I need to get better at in not being a perfectionist, because this doesn't matter. I'm never going to see this again. Stupid clipping. Yeah, that cuts a bit. Okay, maybe this isn't doable. Or is it? Probably not. It might be. That's gonna clip. It's not? Okay, this one's safe. This one's not. You feel me? Maybe that's how I should do it. I should just change the angle of this one and replace this side, and then drag it straight, now that I know that's a thing you can do. Imagine a train that has like a literal jet... Fuck, that's terrible. A jet engine on the back of it to propel it vertically. Sounds kind of cool. I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying I would not want it. I don't know if it's quite satisfactory. Like, it doesn't quite fit the vibe, but, you know, this might be good. It's not good. Oh, it's not good in two ways. Yeah, maybe this isn't doable. How can I get this to go? This is actually pretty smooth. Chill in there and chill in there, you know? Maybe that's just where we leave it. Maybe we look at that and we say, fucking good enough, mate. It's good enough. Maybe. Shit! I got rid of the actual track. It's fine. Okay, back to the bridge thing. So, this should actually be very easy. So it was one of those, a thing, another one of those, a foundation, one of those, gap. One of those, no, yeah, one of those, foundation, one of those, gap. One of those, foundation, one of those, gap. One of those, foundation, one of those, foundation, one of those, gap. I think. Yeah, that kind of works out in measurements, I think, if I've done that right. You know, smart people might make blueprints. Yes. But I am not smart. What a tune. Oh, that's not how I'm gonna win this. let's save on some pieces. Let's be wise. Number 1, you. But that's not where I'm saving. I'm saving them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we don't need a full foundation, then 2 half foundations on either side. We just need the 2 full foundations. You can't see the outline underwater, and that makes it very difficult. Right, need a half with this one. A double. Frick. A voila bridge. It sure is a bridge. Sure is. Sure does kind of stuff that bridges generally tend to kind of do. What do we have on the side of that one? Hopefully I can just zoom into it. I think it's just the barriers. Yeah? Yeah. 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 Obviously those ones are wider, because you can walk across those bits. I don't really care about that anymore. I've kind of given up on that. Kind of makes it take way longer and is totally unnecessary to make them walkable. Because on that one I have a line of foundations going here and then right on the edge of the train, and this is too thin to do that. So we're just gonna have the barriers. Why? What? Why are you funky for? Why are you at a weird angle? You staying at a weird angle? Why? Why? You're just on a foundation. Anybody? Why is it doing this? Are you gonna do this as well? No. So why? I mean, I don't mind using that kind of railing if I have to, but I don't get why it's doing that. What if I go from, like, here? That is so weird. Why are they at a weird angle? Reload the save is what I'm going to try to do, because that, I do not understand why that's happening. Oy. Oy, oy, oy. How long have we been live for? An hour and a half-ish. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, you're gonna keep being a freaky little freak? Place them all by themselves if I have to. But I don't wanna. Why? I don't get it. It's a straight foundation. Fine. This is what we must do. No reason. And you know, it's tiny, teeny bit noticeable, but whatever. I actually don't get why it's doing that at all. I don't get it. I don't understand. Is it going to do it on this side? Let's find out. Probably. Yep. You know, games are great. Satisfactory is a game, and it's a great one. But it ain't perfect. It's pretty close, though. It's more than satisfactory. Funny joke. You laughed, right? I kind of have different, and I think I talked about this a bit earlier, but I have all these different little rail designs for this track. That kind of have different rules to where I use them. Right? So the logic kind of, if I can spot the thing I'm trying to spot, that bridge is over a big bit of open water, and I could picture the logic of a boat needing to go under that. So the bridge is higher. Oh, we're about to get attacked. Stay away. Chilling? Chilling. So the bridge is higher so that a boat can go under. Then this bit's going over water, and I don't want to restrict the flow, but no boats are going to need to go under this little bit. So we aren't restricting the flow. The water can go through, but there's no need to raise it. You know, that kind of thing. And then we have the reinforced bits on the tight angles we built earlier and stuff like that. A nice way to variate it a bit, you know, I feel. You can just chuck the different styles in wherever they make sense, and then it's pretty simple. But it doesn't look all the same. Why did I switch? Do I have a pack? Forget that slug. I was gonna grab him, but nah. Any new sounds? Kinda, I think. Now, I could decorate this bit. I'm just not... The thing is, I have to make sure the track is exactly how I want it before I start decorating, or else I've wasted a ton of time. So, the question is, am I happy with how it is, or do I want to change more? To find that out, let's place a train and go along it. I suspect the answer is, nah mate, I'm not happy. Not happy with it. See that curve? I'm super happy with it. It's so smooth. Also, I think if I just put a blocking signal here, will that mean I can keep the train here without killing all my other trains? I think it will. We sure will find out. I just feel like it's possible. If I dropped the foundation down by like half a meter, I could probably go under that because, you know, it curves in quite steep here. But I really don't want to drop it down in height just for that, because everything else is like on the same height. I'm gonna try again. So I assume I tried how it is right now, but I've forgotten. Yeah, okay, that goes straight through. Nope, straight into that one. Ooh. Looking maybe good. I mean, it's not definitely not good, but maybe I don't care. Maybe. Like, do I care? That's good enough for me. This obviously isn't. But again, do I care? I do. The unfortunate fact is I do care. This may be the definition of insanity. See that? Barely clips. I would maybe be okay with letting that slide if it doesn't collide with this. But it goes straight through a big chunk. These two, this one and this one, they're at the perfect height to piss me off. That ain't gonna work. Nah, straight through. I don't think this is a better way of doing it, but I'm gonna see. If I go on either side with a rail that just about goes past them, what happens then? Well, what happens is it won't clip, but it will have a weird, freaky, ugly little bend in it. What if I do that? Ooh. Smart. Maybe. Probably still clips. Yep. You know, how far off the track does the train go? Like, is there an easy way to measure that? Not really. I had an idea, but I don't think it's going to be helpful. Oops. Okay, this actually, I think this proves it's not doable, because I guess it's not a straight line though. But now it is. So it goes through on this side, it clips, and it clips on this side, and it's a straight line. Unless I angle it more that way, obviously. Which I guess I can try. Ugh. Putting way too much effort into this. I am aware of it. But I really want it to work. mean, then obviously it's not clipping with that. And it's still clipping with that. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? How are you guys enjoying watching me do fuck all? How are you enjoying it? You having a good time? So this doesn't clip with anything. It's not straight, but it's super smooth. Could be, in fact, even super smoother. Yeah, I think this has actually arrived exactly where it was at the start of the stream before I started messing around with it. But you know, we tried. So now I'm thinking if I do that. Oh wait, you know better. But if I do that, then something. I don't think that'll make a difference. I don't think I know what I'm doing. Go backwards, please. I want to see how this is. It's probably pretty smooth. You know, it is all smooth. And I think it is about as good as it's gonna get. Bye bye, train. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. 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 Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, sure. And just because I haven't done this in a while, I've kind of forgotten. Oh yeah, the track's right there. So we're just gonna go straight here. And then somewhere I'll figure out a way to curve it right and meet it up with the rest of that bullshit. So we're like pretty much done with the part of the track that I wanted to get done in this video, which is actually crazy. We're a lot closer than I thought, because I think this track, this stupid ugly floating track that obviously needs to be replaced, I think it's gonna stay for a while. Is that a summer sloop? No, it's berries. Just because as much as I want to release like videos where the projects are 100% finished, that's kind of not how this game works. Like, there's got to be a cutoff point to where you've achieved what you want to achieve, because if this project is going to be technically 100% complete, then that means the rail needs to be 100% complete. But then to make the rail 100% complete, I need to do the rail around the entire world. And if I'm going to do the rail around the entire world, I need to know where the train stations are going to be, which means I need to know where the factories are going to be, which means I might as well just leave the trains not done. Is how I'm justifying it to myself. Yeah, there's tons of slugs. Tons of slugs, T. I haven't grabbed any though. I'm letting them live out their natural life without being turned into power shards. But they're around. And yet, the water is so pretty. So pretty. Okay. Let's tidy up all of this. Blech. No bleh is allowed in my factories. We're really close to missing this tree. kinda, honestly, to me, close enough to missing that entire tree that I might not get rid of the tree just because I want to keep the trees. This one, no, but, you know. Oops. What? Okay, yeah, this game's weird sometimes. Yeah, this tree is just the one tree. It's not connected to others. Like, these ones are... The 3 branches are part of the same tree. This one is not, which is good. It means I'm getting to save some forests-ish. There we go. Good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough. That's my motto of this world currently. Good enough. You know what is good enough? Pillars. Welcome back with lunch. What are you having for lunch? Yummy lunch. Do you know what I bought recently? I went out with a friend and she's vegan and she loves... I don't know why I say she's vegan because I think Biscoff is vegan. I'm talking about Biscoff. Anyway, she loves Biscoff. I love Biscoff. And there's this Biscoff spread that she recommended, so I bought some. And it's amazing. So I went back to that same shop a couple days ago and I bought 2 tubs of this spread and some shortbread to put it on. And it's the best snack ever. It's also holy shit levels of unhealthy. But... you know, sometimes you just gotta live life. Like 1 tub of this spread, which I don't know how many grams it is. It's like 300 maybe. So, you know, it's a pretty small tub. It's got 1,800 calories in it. And there's more to health than calories, let me say that. But holy shit, that's a lot. So I went to that shop and I bought... for £4, like 5,000 calories worth of food, because the tubs of Biscoff spread are only £1 each, and the shortbread packs that I bought are only £1 each. So yeah, fucking 5,000 calories for £4. But you know what? It's cheaper than buying other kinds of snacks and stuff. So I'm all in. I'm all for it. Grilled cheese with ham and bacon on it. Some fries and Dr. Pepper. Holy moly. Even if it's dining hall food, which means generally not as good, that's still bussin'. Except I don't like Dr. Pepper. Which I know Dr. Pepper fans, so don't kill me for that. Yeah, I don't like Dr. Pepper. Like, I don't hate it, but I would never choose it over, like, any other drink, I don't think. Still. Grilled cheese. Mmm. Bussin'. What? Nope. Yeah, I don't mind Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's something that, like, I want to like it. So, like, occasionally I'll buy a can and try it again. And, you know, I don't hate it, so I'll still drink it, because I don't like wasting food and stuff. But, yeah, I never enjoy it the way I want to. It smells nice, too. It's weird. Yeah, that's fair. Water in a place tastes bad. I'm so that honestly, I hate my country, England. Obviously, why would I like it? It's stopping me from doing everything I want to do in life right now. But if the one thing, or one of the few things I can appreciate about my country is that we have nice drinking water basically everywhere. So you know what? Practice appreciation. Hashtag PMA, positive mental attitude, or whatever. Yeah, I'd hate to live in an area where the only, like, drinkable water, not even drinkable, just like the only decent tasting water is bottled water. I hate buying bottled water. It seems so dumb to me, and some people live off it in this, even in this country. Like, they will go and buy big packs of bottled water for the week as if we don't have some of the nicest drinking water on the planet. I don't get people who do that. What a waste of plastic. But hey. Damn, we built this all pretty quick, I think. Yeah, all our water here is like really naturally sourced and stuff. Well, I guess not all. Maybe if you go to London, it's probably not very nice, but I've never been to London. I feel like I just want to blast you off the cliff for no reason. Like, I have come into your home just to do this, but suck it. Bye. Stupid idiot. Stupid dumb idiot. Oh, they can swim? Crazy. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. My tape of choice, the Deep Rock soundtrack, of course. I haven't really listened to many of the other ones. I don't think I have them all. I think I've got all the ones you buy in the shop. How do you get into the menu? Yeah. I think I've got the ones you buy in the shop. There's probably still a couple around the world that I haven't found. But yeah, I love Deep Rock, so I do Deep Rock. I'm not saying it's the best one, but yeah. Yeah. How do I put it away? There we go. Jesus. Maybe I want to go on a big long run down our track. Also, the starting soon screen I have to remake because it shows so much of this world that doesn't exist since I destroyed it for 1.0. Like the whole... Well, actually, the train track itself does still exist, but none of the buildings around it do. So I should probably change that. I think once I get this track, like 100% done, pretty much, I'll probably change it. This track and the towers, I guess. Makes more sense. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Let's have a run through. I love how you can see the bridge over there. The supports kind of clip through the tree a bit. Whatever. But I love the way that this track really goes through the biome, you know? It goes past some trees and under some rocks and stuff. It doesn't just bulldoze its way through everything. I love these. Get so close to those trees and under this big purple thing. It just looks cool. I think I want to show the big bridge on the other side here from further away, because I didn't really do that. We'll jump in like here. Look at that. Looks cool. Still would rather my resources just magically appear in the tower, but as far as bridges go, it's a cool looking bridge. And we're right back to where I needed to be. I'm so smart. So smart. Okay. Is that how I want to do that? I maybe shouldn't have gotten rid of all the foundations. Let's pull you to the very edge there and then put a foundation on. Yes. Cool. I don't want these to be 4-meter ones either. Do I want to do that same bridge that we did over there? You can't do that bridge when it curves, but this is straight and it is water. And there are waterfalls, so I probably should do that. Yeah. I think that makes sense. And a river up there, so yeah. Where to end this though? I'm not really sure. Because I will be curving it like up to the right to connect with that. I guess I'd want to start it sloping closer to around here. So we'll do the bridge design up to that, and then I'll change it if I need to connect it up in the future. Yeah, waterfalls. Wow. And just for the sake of my future brain, I'll just do that. Oh, and then I can continue the design along it a bit. Why am I... Is this not connected? Why am I not getting... There we go. It's weird how this works. I can't tell where the middle of the foundation is. Oops. Nailed it. And then up to that. Just for my future brain. So we'll have the same intervals we've done before with a 1, and then was it a 3 gap? 1, 1, 2, 3 gap, 1, 2, 3 gap, 1, 2, 3 gap, 1, 2, 3 gap, 1, 2, 3 gap again. That's not a great measurement, but it should be fine. It works just about. How's the music for you guys? Is it too loud or too quiet? This is just quite a quiet song. I know I was worried that you can't hear the music when I'm like relying on the music. Sounds good? Well then, good. Amazing. Ooh, that's why that wasn't there. I don't want the ones underneath, actually. I just realized. Put them there for nothing. Music's good. Good, good. Good, good. Am I gonna have to kill you? I'm sorry. You're in the way. Yes, inverted quarter pipe, so fancy. That's me, the fancy person. I'll leave it there, because I don't really know what I'm doing with that yet. Epic. Guess I should do those with the rails, not those ones. And then are these barriers going to be stupid and dumb and evil again? Yeah, yep, they are. Don't know what's going on with them. Okay, yeah. I'm considering on this little design, you know, those, yeah. Doing like this kinda sticks out a lot though. I could do a smaller one. You know, then like that height. And then I guess I could also run. See, I'm just kind of adding things that make it more complicated is the issue. Then I could add that, which does help with these, which are low poly for some reason. Because they do just kind of stick out. But it's a question of, does it matter? Am I making more work for myself? For something that no one cares about, which is, yeah, like, yeah. Like, yeah, I am. And let me go look at the other one, because I never, in my head, that was never a problem for the one over here. So I'm going to go have a look and see if I did do anything about it that I've forgotten about. I think I didn't. I think I was just having a good day of, you don't need to make it look perfect everywhere. I'm not even going to be riding this train. I keep saying this because I'm trying to convince myself that it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect. It literally doesn't matter. Oh! I was using these rails. That would be better. That would be easier to build. Why did I decide to use those? I think... Oh, I know why I decided to use those. Because they're the only ones that are visible. I zoomed in on this track and I saw these barriers, which border that, because this is wider for the walkway. And I didn't realize... Okay, fine. I didn't realize I used modern railings. It probably makes sense, though, because there's no walkway and you can walk onto it, to use this kind of railing. Probably. Like I used them here, obviously. But I put walls on to stop that, but there's no walls that match the water pipe things. Yeah? Do I switch? This design's gonna be going straight into the climb. What did I use for that? I'm gonna have to go all the way over to find out. Probably quicker by train. On the incline where I have like the cables on either side. I don't know what kind of rail I used on those. I think I used the industrial wheels. I'm not sure. What have little eyes? The railings? I like that a little bit. That little bit feels cool. Yeah, they're the industrial ones and kind of bulked up by these. So maybe have I used modern railings anywhere else other than this? I think I haven't. So maybe I'll replace these modern rails with industrial rails, and then we're epic and cool and sorted. Anywhere we've used modern rails, they're going to become industrial rails, which frankly makes more sense. I think there's going to be an awkward number there. So I'm trying to eyeball the middle. see. I'm observant. Cool, works. And none of these colored? Frick. Nailed it. So we're not using modern railings anywhere, so replace those as well. Another instance of me spending time doing stuff that no one's gonna notice. But I have to do it for my brain. We've got to establish rules, you see. Rules. This is how our trains work. Train lines are not luxury lines, and therefore, no modern railings. That's our rule. That I just made up. I hate the way you can't pick them when they're on slopes. It's really actually very annoying. Alright, and then we're going to be replacing these as well. So I can get rid of those. Yeah, I feel like it. I don't know if I necessarily prefer it, but it does just make it easier. Boom. And that is it done? Basically? That's basically the entire train line done. I need to... Well, I need to connect it up to this. Which... Where's this guy? He's coming. Oh. I got a bunch of track going down there that I need to get rid of. Because originally I was going to bring it down that wall, but it turned out to be way more difficult that way. I'm not sure whether I can like connect this up now or not. I definitely have to add another line. I mean, I can just... I can do it. It would be undecorated, but... Okay, this is where it ends. Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah, we can connect it up. On a temporary line, and then I can have it doing the loop. Yeah, the issue is that issue of I have to have a cutoff point for what I do in this video somewhere, and my cutoff point is I'm not doing the design for this part of the track, because this part of the track has to look the same as our like worldwide train network. So it has to look good, so it has to take a lot of effort. And it has to take a lot of time. Which means I want to save it to do it. You know, when I really have time to do that. I thought they were going to crash for a second. And now you should go. Yay! Which means, yeah, I guess this is okay. So I'll put down a temporary track, probably just along the floor like this, where it will be out of the way enough so I don't have to delete it, and then I can literally just swap one of the rails, or I can plug the rail in to the proper track when I build it, and then, careful, don't get rid of that. So I can, no wait, I can get rid of that, yeah. So yeah, I can have the temporary track in place out of the way from the final track, and then when I build the final track I can just plug it in and get rid of the temporary track, and it shouldn't break. Like, it shouldn't stop my train from running for 5 minutes, which could stop the power from being generated, which could shut our entire world down. You feel me? So I want to go from here, and then I'm just going to drag it down onto the floor. And that will be where our train runs. Oh, you. Move, please. When I'm over-explaining stuff like that, that's actually me trying to explain it to myself. Because my brain, like, I'd be thinking it in my head, but I'm streaming, so I gotta say it. Because I can't be thinking about it and talking, you know? That's not how brains... It's not how my brain works. I can barely have one train of thought, never mind two. At least, you know, logical trains of thought, as opposed to my typical dumpsters of thought. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. And once I've got this in, I can check. I can officially check the time of the route. And hopefully it'll be under 4 minutes. If it's not, the whole thing gets balked. Really? Invalid? Really? There? Really? Really? Why? There. Okay, okay. Then I go back to the roundabout and put some blocking signals on so that it doesn't bother the train that's going along this track, the 2 trains currently. I think if it's under 4 minutes, I'll still survive, because I think I can just put another train in. I'm just not certain. Also, I'm not certain where the blocking signal needs to go. I guess I think I do, but I'm not sure. I think the block signal needs to go like here, so that should make this whole loop a separate block, I thought. No? See, now that's a separate block. Do I have another block somewhere? On this side track? Do I? Why? Where? It's probably an accident if I have one. I guess we'll fly along and check. Ooh, ooh, land on the train. Super speed. I feel like I'm in a movie. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. I want to... Oh. That'll explain it. There was a hole. Somehow. Which means my block placement in the first place was correct, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I don't understand how these work, apparently. Okay, so now, okay, right, this will work, mostly. We'll have the train going in this direction. It'll be on the green block. Whilst it's crossing this little bit of yellow, though, it will stop these 2 trains from being able to move. But the odds of that ever being a problem is like next to none. I think. I hope. So, I'm gonna build the train. 2, 3, 4. Coal and sulfur. Oil, nitrogen. Or oil, nitrogen, something like that. I think I'm trying to make sure I have the right amount of tracks. So we'll want to go from, I guess this is because I replaced it. Yeah, Bengaluru City to Power Tower drop off. Save, turn on self-driving. And then once we're pulling into the thing, the train will honk, and then I'll start my timer, and then we'll go around the whole thing. find out. If it's under 4 minutes. Look out the way! Oh no, Pete! Oh. Okay. I actually thought we'd kill him. You kill them if you drive a little stupid little car over them. A train just pushes him. The timer won't be perfect, but most of the loop will stay near enough the same. If anything, the actual loop will probably be marginally faster or marginally slower. It could be either. Turns out I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I am opening my timer on my phone, which means I can't see chat for a second. My stopwatch, actually, is what it's called on my phone, not a timer. So we're going to pull into this station. It will do like the loading animation. And then it'll honk as it takes off. I'm kind of nervous. So it's picking all the stuff up, or it will be. Blah blah blah, animations, blah blah blah. Ah, oh, I was a second too late, but it's fine. Now we just sit on the train for a bit. Do the loop, I guess. So that's a bit of the way. Now we're gonna come in, we're gonna drop all our stuff off. I love the way those doors open and close automatically. It's so cool to me. Yeah, whenever you're ready, train. There you go. And around we go. I'm really happy. Getting this bit of track to be this smooth on the bridge was really difficult. If I was smarter and had more experience with trains, it probably wouldn't have been as difficult, but it was. I'm also realizing the time, and I'm realizing I'm gonna have to go very soon. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna end it. Why are you braking? Ah, that's why you're braking. That does make sense. It's because, yeah, right. So I was talking about this being a problem, stopping those trains. Actually, when they're there, it's going to stop our train. Okay, let's stop the timer because it's broken. Didn't think about that. Oh, and now it's going, but I don't want it to. Turn off. Back up a little bit. You just stay there, out of the way. If I do this, is that going to make this section a different section? No. Why not? I don't get that. Probably not that, but will that do it? Nope. A path signal? Nope. I feel like that should be working now. I feel like it should be. I don't really get why it isn't. put it on this side. Would that help somehow? I'm literally, I don't even need to understand how this works right now. I just want it to allow the train to pass. Again, I don't think that'll help, but no. Just created another section that is unneeded. If I do that, and then that, okay, and I don't think our plastic and aluminium are using that bit at all. I could like guarantee they won't use it. By just getting rid of that. So then they can't get onto this bit, or can they? If they go up there. Left. No. I mean, they'd have to do a full freaking loop-de-loops. So I don't think they'll use that, which is good. Just for the sake of our test. And then I can get rid of that. Okay. Don't understand why that works. But here we are. Okay. Now I have to wait again, and then I can time it again. Which is a little bit annoying, because I'm limited on time. What? Oh, is it stopping because it itself, the same train, the butt side of the train is on this part of the track, this block, so it thinks it's going to crash despite the fact that it's the same train. That's okay. That's an easy solve. Kind of. I mean, there's probably a reason why the logic works like that I'm not smart enough to understand because I haven't done trains enough. But that seems really dumb to me. Thinking about buying this, I just got Stellaris and don't just want to forget about that. I don't know what that game is. I'm going to Google it. Ooh. Interesting. It's got some cool art. I'm looking on Google Images because, you know, mostly what I care about is what a game looks like, not how it plays. I recommend this game so much. I mean, I have how many hours in this game? 550. You can beat the game in like, I think 60 hours is probably the average. You can beat it in like 20 if you just go for the absolute basics. But you can also spend a bajillion years on it like I am and make super cool factories. But yeah, I recommend the game very much. Very fun. Okay. Pull my stopwatch up again. Come on. Honk at Bengaluru City. Oh. And we're going. And I can see chat again now. I've used up all my yap material. And there's nothing to talk about while I'm just riding the train. Because I've ridden it like a bajillion times and it's always just, look how pretty, how nice. Here's the thing, I have those kind of or octagonal, I guess, windows up on that second tower. And I also have them just to the sides of the train entrance here. And that was an accident, but kind of cool. Makes like a cool synergy effect, you know? Is learning this game fairly intuitive, or will I need to watch some tutorials? Most of it is intuitive. Like, the game is really good at explaining most things. Some things are just really hard to understand. Trains you can do with just, like, most things, again, perfectly fine. Trains are fairly complicated, I guess. If you have a lot of them, you can either just make multiple tracks and then it's not a problem at all. You don't even have to think about the problems. Or if you do want to, you know, you put multiple trains on the same tracks, then you can use blocking and pathing signals and stuff. And you can probably just learn that through trial and error, which is probably what I'll do. The one thing in this game that I would say you're gonna have to watch a tutorial for is fluids. Why are you braking? Ah, okay, that's fine. I'll remove a couple seconds because it slowed down. I get why I did that. Yeah, fluids are complicated because the way conveyor belts work is obviously very logical. You can half the conveyors, you can merge the conveyors, but the pipes have actual flow mechanics and like head lifts, so you need to put pumps in to lift fluids up, and you need to think about fluid sloshing. Like, if you have a long line of pipes and then the pipe just ends and there's fluid in it, it will actually hit the end and slosh back, which can ruin your like flow of the liquids, if that makes sense. It's not that complicated though, so you'll probably have to watch some fluid tutorials. But other than that, and it takes a while to get to a point where you're trying to be that optimized to where that's a problem. And again, depending on how you play the game, if you just want to buy the game, put shit down, get shit, and beat the game, then it's not going to be a problem. If you want to make 100% optimized factories and stuff, then yeah, it's kind of difficult. Also, our time is only at 3 minutes 15 seconds right now, so we're definitely going to be under 4 minutes on the final product. Got a few seconds left for the honk, but 330, 331, 332, 333, 334, 335, 336, 337, 338, 339. Come on. Ah, okay, 341, so we have 19 spare seconds, which is perfectly cool. Yeah, it works. It works. We're going to be bringing in enough stuff, hopefully, probably. Should be. If I've done my maths right. So probably not. Yeah, I'm going to get into the tower here and then we're probably going to wrap it up because I gotta go. Amazing. And I'm gonna dye you, and then that's gonna be the sulfur, so can I hope I'm grabbing the thing. It didn't really show it. And then is it oil thingy. Quick. Boom. Boom, boom. We don't have like stuff in them yet, so you can't actually see the color change, but the colors have changed. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie freaky dokity. We're done. Oh my god, I still love this tower. It's so cool. I'm so happy with it. Okay, save the game as to not be stupid. And yeah. Had a good stream as usual. It's such a mental block getting me to stream because I generally do have a good time. A nice chill time. But sometimes I want to stream, but I can't bring myself to stream. I guess that's just called ADHD, is wanting to do something, but genuinely wanting to do something, but not nothing has enough power to get you to actually do it. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I think I'm on a good uncle. New next stream next week? No, I'm away next week. I am busy from Saturday to Tuesday this week, next week, and then on Thursday to like Monday I'm also busy, and then a few days towards the end of the month I've got a very busy month. I've got someone visiting me this weekend, and then I'm going to Edinburgh 2 days after they leave, and then I'm going to London at the end of the month. So yeah, not that they're ever consistent, but streams are going to be a little bit inconsistent. So yeah, stream at some point. We'll see. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, if I can be bothered. We'll see. Okay, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna skedaddle.